Here's 5 tips for incoming freshmen.
The cerebral cortex plays an extremely important role in human cognition. Because of it, we can plan, coordinate thoughts and actions, perceive visual and sound patterns, and use language. Cognitive neuroscience teaches us this by explaining the localization of function, which refers to the specific areas of the brain that control certain skills or behaviors. Because we are able to plan and coordinate thoughts and actions due to the cerebral cortex, we are able to properly time manage. Time managing becomes very important in college as you take on many new responsibilities and freedoms and your workload increases.
If you don't time manage well and begin procrastinating, you can add a lot of stress to your body. One component of behaviorism that plays into this is operant conditioning. This involves the strengthening or weakening of behavior dependent on the presence or absence of rewards or punishments. In this case, procrastination can lead to punishments such as unnecessary stress, lack of sleep, and possibly not performing on assignments and exams to the best of your ability. However, not procrastinating means more for the assignments, therefore less stress and the opportunity to make them the best that they can be. Also, more sleep and time for extracurricular activities such as meeting new people and going on campus events. Delving back into cognitive neuroscience, research has shown that the limbic system is important to emotion, motivation, memory, and learning. Since the human's limbic system is more developed, we can make good use of them every day. Motivation, memory, and learning are daily occurrences that students encounter.
One major component that is integral to learning and comprehension is notes. While everyone may be different in how they do it, it is important that you find a note-taking strategy that works for you. One widely accepted technique is color-coded notes. Then, while looking over notes, automatically your brain can perform a feature search when looking for a specific topic. Another way to allow for a feature search for someone who may have a form of color blindness, specifically achromacy, would be to write or type in a different style of handwriting. These feature searches allow you to quickly scan your notes for a particular feature. In this case, it would be a color or font. One concept of memory that can be related to note-taking and learning is relearning. Relearning is simply the number of trials it takes to learn again items that were learned in the past. This is important to understand because it proves that you cannot learn one topic one time and fully grasp it. Taking notes and rewriting them can help you relearn material.
Just like relearning can be applied to note-taking, studying for exams is part of the same process. Seeing that information over and over again makes it easier to grasp and recall. Cognitive neuroscience teaches us about certain neurotransmitters in our brain and the neurotransmitter theory that discusses how dopamine is placed in the category of excitatory neurotransmitters. Dopamine is closely associated with attention, learning, and movement and coordination. It is vital that we have moderate levels of dopamine because too much of it can lead to schizophrenia, but too little can lead to Parkinson's disease. Moderate levels of dopamine keep us functioning normally every day and allows us as students to perform the best of our abilities. One thing to avoid when studying is process optimization. This is when controlled processes become automatic, like reading. You want to make sure that you are taking in and processing the information you are reading. So writing notes in your own words or typing them so that you have to go through the words word by word may be a good idea. When trying to recall materials for an exam, we can look to the Atkinson and Shiffrin multi-store model. This model shows us that our short-term memory only acts as a rehearsal buffer. So to be able to recall information previously taught, we need it to come from our long-term store.
While we may like staying in touch with people, class is not the time to do it. Many professors do not have rules about phones, but studies have shown that those who do not use their phones during class oftentimes score higher on exams and assignments. Neisser and Becklin hypothesized about divided attention. In using your phone during class, you divide your attention and do not allow yourself to fully learn new material. This also goes into visual perception and a concept known as simultagnosia. This tells us that an individual is unable to pay attention to more than one object at a time. In order to really take in new information, it is important that you focus your attention on it rather than worrying about outside distractions.
Thanks for watching our 5 tips for the incoming freshman. I hope you enjoyed.